And then crypto's here.
Yeah,
Speaking of, I don't think these are available yet on the big banks and funds like or TD, E-Trade, Fidelity type of conversation. But on
yeah.
Robinhood you can.
hmm
Is that where you've purchased most of your crypto, or do you
Yeah,
also use other?
that's where I have my crypto. So I don't have Coinbase or anything like that. But yeah, I didn't know much about crypto until last year. I still don't know a lot, but I my buddy convinced me to that I needed to get into it, like in I don't know October, which
It's a
of
good time.
course was a good time to convince me.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll put a little bit of money into it and see where it goes. Kind of having if I have an investment, it's kind of almost like betting on sports. Like if you put $100 on your team to win, then you're gonna watch the game a little closer.
Yeah, exactly. It's
So
really though.
I didn't I didn't put a whole lot into it, but I I bought some um I bought some Ethereum and Bitcoin, of course, and
Beautiful.
and then a little bit of Doge as
Back in
well.
October, all in October?
Yeah. So
Wow. Great
so
times to buy everything obviously in crypto.
yeah. So I I did I did mainly Ethereum and I did mainly Ethereum and Bitcoin, and then I did Doge maybe like September, maybe December. It was a little bit ago, but I only put like $100 because I saw like Elon tweet about it, and I was like, oh, this would be hilarious. So I gotta put a little bit of money in, but I got it. It was in at like I don't know
6 cents.
7 cents, six
Yeah.
cents, something like that. So the $100 turned into like 1,500.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and
It's
then
crazy.
and then I messed around with that a little bit. So I did some trading back and forth, so a little bit of day crypto trading. But what I
Nice.
did was I just took out my initial $100 investment and then kept going with other stuff.
Totally. Totally. I mean, yeah, when you're already like that, that's a, jackpot more or less.
Yeah.
You know. Um, that's great, man. And so have you considered or looked into any other platforms outside of Robinhood for cryptocurrency trading?
Um, just because I haven't done a lot of cryptocurrency, I didn't look into getting Coinbase, and I'm still not like I think it has a lot of potential, but
Hmm.
I'm still not to the knowledge level where I feel comfortable putting a significant amount of money into it. So I haven't really done done that yet. I think yeah, I think it has it seems like there's going to be cryptocurrency. It's going to be more and more of a thing.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to tell, at least from my perspective, which one is going to win out because it
Right.
seems like there's got to be one that like
Becomes the
uh
thing,
becomes the thing
the
that
standard.
like is used. It's possible that I don't know, kind of how it's working now is like Ethereum's being used for some stuff, Bitcoin's being used for some stuff, and then um they have different reasons to use different ones. But it seems like as far as there's some issues with it, right? I
Yeah.
think I think some people like the environmental issue, there might be pushback with
Right.
how they're being mined
Right.
from like the government and stuff like that, and then the China like they put a ban or restrictions on it, which
Yeah.
crushed crypto the past month or so.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's interesting to follow, and I do think it's probably a good investment. It's definitely high risk, very high risk, but I think one of them is probably gonna take off, and it's probably gonna be one that I'm not invested in. That's my prediction.
Fair. Yeah, I think we're all kind of sitting in that boat, but I think the having the exposure to it and being able to learn by doing is really valuable in that kind of conversation too.
Yeah,
Um, there are a lot of different platforms to get started and or, do, you know, dabble in with cryptocurrencies. Robinhood obviously is a go-to for a lot of people. Coinbase is another super uber popular one. Obviously, they just went public recently. And
Hmm.
then what I've also started using is there's Gemini where you can also trade and whatnot. But I've been kind of really very into BlockFi specifically, if you're
Okay.
familiar with that.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Um, and I like that one more than anything else just because I can get interest back on the crypto I'm holding. It's not just
Mm,
like a stagnant just asset that I'm holding on to. It's more like now I'm actually making percentages on that back. And
interesting.
there are a
Cool.
lot of different crypto savings type experiences like that. Like Gemini does have their own version now.
Yeah.
Um, but BlockFi is just one of the ones I started earlier and heard about earlier, and it's been good. It's been good to
Yeah.
me so far. Um, but yeah, I would look into that personally. And
Cool.
one of my questions was, do you, out of your risky investments category from the monthly spending, do you still buy more crypto every month as well? Like, is it like a dollar cost average type of situation, or is this something like, oh, it's down, like I'll buy it, or whatnot?
Yeah, so I haven't really been investing more or less in crypto recently. I've kind of kept that initial investment. I think a couple months ago I put a decent amount more into Ethereum.
Hmm.
Uh, and I think I had more in Bitcoin originally, and then I put more into Ethereum, like January or so, February. Uh, so I haven't been doing dollar cost averaging with crypto investment. I just kind of have what I have in there right now.
Well, you,
And then
you bought
occasionally
at
I
a
buy a little
great
bit more.
time, so
Yeah, yeah.
I guess there's no real need to at this point. Like obviously there are different conversations, but you know, buying it when you did was a smart. You should go back to your friend and
It
be
was
like,
lucky. It was lucky.
thanks. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, but all we know tomorrow is the thing's gonna crash and like be
Oh, for
zero.
sure.
So I mean,
Yeah.
realistically, today it seems lucky, but tomorrow it could be like, yeah, that was a bad move.
Yeah, probably.
Um, but yeah, so cool. Is there something else as we're, after this, we'll go into some of your net assets and see how all this works out. But um, anything else? Any last comments on your monthly investing that you want to
Sure.
mention?
So I can break down the stocks a little bit
Yeah, please
more.
do.
So